here today with Brad from Ocean Source. Nice to meet you, Brad.
Nice to meet you guys.
So Brad has been supplying us with paddleboards and water sports equipment since Aspire began, basically.
Yeah, it's been about 2 years now.
Where are you based, Brad? Tell us where you're from.
We're based down in Chichester, and yeah, we ship throughout.
Where's that, Jimmy?
I've got no idea.
Really?
It's only south, isn't it?
It's south, yeah.
Excellent, yes, winning. So Brad is based down in Chichester, but you've also got a website, right?
Yeah, website's called Ocean Source, and we're not a physical bricks and mortar shop, but what we do is we, anybody who goes online gets a hold of us, there's contact details there, and I spend a lot of time actually talking people through getting the right gear, because the main thing is getting the right gear so that the little time that you have, you're in the right gear and you're enjoying your session.
Excellent, oh, that sounds great. So tell us a little bit about your background. So you've been into water sports for a long time, haven't you? So is it kite surfing and whatnot?
Yeah, so
Try not to laugh.
So 35 years of surfing,
Yeah.
20 years of kite surfing, 15 years of stand-up paddleboarding,
No longer a novice then, Brad.
and I'm still figuring it out as I go along, which is what makes it so fun.
Yeah,
Because the ocean and the wind and the elements change all the time.
Yeah.
So you never master it. You're always trying to master it, which keeps you coming back.
Oh, that's really cool. Have you got a favourite out of all of the disciplines you've tried?
They're all different. It's like me saying to you, what's your favorite MotoGP or Formula One? They're both on a track, they're both with engines, you know, I'm in the water, one's with waves, one's with wind, you know, so they're all the best.
Awesome. So, guys, Brad brought some toys with him. And
Yes, he has.
some of these you will have seen on our website, some not yet.
No,
There's a little bit of a clue, the big thing at the back that's soon to come. So Brad, talk us through what
have we got then, sir?
All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is what's been on the site for the last 2 weeks already for a while, and it's sort of a first. I know it's a first for Aspire, but it's something that's been on the site for almost 2 years, which is your plain old stand-up paddleboard. So this board you'll recognize. One of the fastest growing water sports in the world at the moment still. You know, you get your celebrities out there doing it, like Owen and Jimmy. And the basic is that you can do it if you're a kid, if you're a mum, if you're a dad, doesn't matter your level of fitness, anybody can do it, right?
Yeah.
So this is principally standing on the board, you got a paddle, and you're paddling. So the one thing, and I'm going to give you a quick tip here, is the one thing people struggle with is changing sides. So you can imagine if you're paddling on one side of the board, it's going to do a circle. So you've got to swap over.
Yeah.
But you'll notice there's a little thing that I do that you haven't probably done yet,
No.
right? So when you're paddling and you want to swap, the best tip is to keep the hand in contact with the paddle at all the time. Because when you're paddling and you swap and you're trying to see
Body
where it
weight's
is,
moving, isn't it?
exactly.
Right.
So chances are you're going to fall off. So there's a little tip. Get a hold of Ocean Source, get a hold of me, I'll give you some more tips as well. If you're a winner, tips are for free. So that's the traditional stuff that we've had on the Aspire for ages, but now we're taking it to a new level, and this is where we've got the latest worldwide craze, which is wingfoiling. So wingfoiling is the same principle. You're on the board, you're in the water, you need to get up on the board, and you actually use the wing. So initially you get onto the board with your knees. While you're holding this, there's obviously a little breeze blowing, and this will be fluttering in the breeze. Now, you turn your body sideways, and you just gently tilt her, and she's going to catch the wind.
Oh wow, the scale of this thing is absolutely massive, isn't it?
What is it, 12 foot wide?
This is a 5 meter wing.
Right.
So you get from 6 meters down to about 3 meters.
Right.
So that you do get smaller ones if you want kids and things like that to get involved.
Yeah.
And the stronger the wind, the smaller the wing.
So it's quite
Now there's a harness for this as well, isn't there?
It's not really a harness. There is a harness.
It's more
but
a leash.
Yeah, a leash. So what happens is there's a leash that goes here that attaches around your waist.
so then you can fly to France or something like that on it.
Well, yeah, exactly. I can. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Oh,
Where was your? So you've got 2 leashes. You've got one attached to that, which is around your waist, and then you've got one attached to the board, so you don't lose the board. So this is a gentle wind sport. You don't want to go out when it's 25, 30 miles an hour.
Not unless you want to go to France.
Yeah. So, and not in offshore conditions, obviously, because it's going to push you out of sea. But you know, You don't have to have instruction. If you do have instruction on it, you'll get it better.
Yeah.
And it's just something so simple. You've got the traditional windsurf mast that goes in here as well.
Yeah.
There's a joint here called the UJ that you can pop a windsurf mast in as well, and that's all on the same board. So the board is the key. So that's the wing.
That's really cool. So again, the scale of that is really hard to judge when you've got it listed on the website, when you see in photographs.
Definitely, it just looks like a little
it just looks
thing,
like a little thing, doesn't it? That's really impressive. So another very impressive large thing that you've got on you, Brad, is the kite.
Yes. So you can see the scale of the two. So that's a 5-meter wing, which is used on something like a foil board or a stand-up paddleboard. Now you've got the kite and the amount of power that the kite generates, because that's a 10-meter kite. So the 10-meter kite is going to generate double the power.
So you've got something to, that you use alongside the kite behind them.
Exactly. So there she is. You don't need a big stand-up paddleboard. Now you've just got, looks like a wakeboard.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look like a wakeboard.
Beautiful thing.
Guys, the weight of this is incredible. It's like
so
hardly
light.
anything to it. So yeah, maximum weight loss there, isn't it?
Exactly, and hang time and jumping and the ability to turn and carve. So kiting is something that you're going to need to get lessons.
Sponsored by Octopus.
So with the kite and the board, you're going to get your foot straps, you're going to get your fins, you're going to get a harness.
Super light, isn't it?
You're going to get a harness, you're going to get a helmet, you're going to get an impact vest, and you're going to get a suit. So you're going to get a full package for you to be able to go out and
so how hard are these things to attach to yourself when you want to get going?
So I'll show you here. We've got a bar and lines. So quickly
Line bit.
unbox something again. So the principle that it works on is that in here is your safety. Now when I started kiting 20 years ago, we didn't have something like this. This is revolutionary. So simple as clicking that in, you've got that loop which we call a chicken loop. So you attach that into a hook, a harness that you're wearing, and that hooks in there. So now when you let go of the bar, the kite loses all the power. Right, and the principle is that when you're flying, so left is going to make the kite go left, right is going to make the kite go right. Then the chicken loop attached to you, when you push it up and down, less power, more power.
Clever, isn't it?
So what happens when you ditch out and so it goes into the sea? Is it quite easy to get yourself going again, or do you have
Absolutely, yeah. To relaunch the kite is no problem. Nowadays, all you do literally is you push the bar away and you grab one side of the bar and the kite will just slowly come up and launch.
That's really cool.
Really, really cool.
So guys, watch this space, because we've got the kite package coming to the site very, very soon. So if that's something that floats your boat or floats
Maybe
your
we could
board,
get Jimmy down to Weymouth testing this bad boy out as well.
Oh.
You up for that, Jim?
Yeah, I'm up for that.
That's one jump and you're in France.
Yeah. So excellent. So Brad, thank you so much for coming down and showing us all these bits and pieces today. So guys, head over to the site and check out what goodies we've got on the site now. So
£1.99 a ticket these are, guys, and this super high value set could be yours just for that one lucky ticket.
Nice one. So thanks very much, Brad.
Cheers, dudes.
Thanks guys, thanks for having me.